Hi, I'm Chandra Guillory, and I'm here with the NHPO Leadership Institute, Group 3, Class 3, and I'm here today with Marsha Tomlin. Hi, Marsha. Thank you for joining me today.
Hi, Chandra. Thank you.
Well, I just want to talk to you. When I first met you briefly, your energy was so positive and energetic. Can you, for people who don't know you personally, what can you tell me about Marsha?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a native Texan, not a native Houstonian. I'm from Longview, Texas, and I'm a mother of two sons, ages 22 and 23. And what people don't know about me is that I raised my sons while I was in undergrad school at Texas A&M University in my junior and senior year as a single parent. And I'm proud to say that my sons are also college graduates today. Another thing about me that people don't know is I'm very passionate about giving. I'm very passionate about my faith, and I'm also very passionate about professional development and other things related to philanthropy. So those are some of the things about me.
Wow, that's very interesting. Quite an accomplishment for you. I do know that you studied the sciences. What made you interested in the sciences?
Oh, very good question. Very good question. Really, I had a passion for it. I liked that, but that really wasn't good enough because I never saw myself as someone who would be in the scientific field. But however, I was good at it. I was an A student and I enjoyed it. But what really motivated me to do it was a high school science teacher.
Wow.
I believe her name is Mavis Rollins. I think she's passed away since then. But she pulled me aside, talked to me one-on-one, and told me about the need for women of color and women in general being in science and engineering. And she really encouraged me and motivated me to take that route, as well as going to Texas A&M University. So that's really how I got into the science field.
Wow, that's a good. The sciences have been in the news lately, especially with the astronauts on their mission. In fact, right now they're on a mission, and one of the astronauts was interviewed, and she did mention the sciences. It seems to be a field that not many people gravitate to. So it's good to hear that people have an interest and have been successful with it.
Yes.
So that's good. Now, what made you want to be a motivational career coach? I know you spent some time at Sam Houston. How did that come about?
Well, actually, that's another good question, because it's something that has been in my heart for many years. It really kind of evolved. I found myself the person who people would confide in and talk to and get advice about. And then as I began working in industry, people began to come to me about their careers, about what they wanted to do and how to go about doing it. I started doing resumes and kind of coaching people along on their interviews and looking at their passions and interests. But what really, I think, solidified it for me was when I was at Sam Houston State University studying for my master's in business. There was a professor there, her name is Dr. Hines, and she was very inspirational. She was actually doing something I could see myself doing. It's like I needed to see an example of that, and she really showed me that, because not only was she a professor, she was also a coach, she was also a speaker and a trainer, and she was doing things in industry. And she must have saw something in me, because I didn't really see it in myself. And when I graduated, she contacted me and said, I would like for you to consider applying for a position here as an adjunct lecturer in business communication. I was like, really? I thought you had to have a PhD. And she was like, well, you know, we have a position opening. We want some people in industry to come in who have that experience and background. And so I took that opportunity and I never regretted it. So that's how I got into it. Yeah.
Wow. It sounds like you've had a lot of really special people that have come in your life over the years that have really made an impact with things that you've chosen to do. That's wonderful. That's good to. Do you feel like it's important for recent graduates to have that type of training based on the economy as it is today? Do you feel like that's something that all college students should take part in?
I really do. Twofold. I think every college person or that age group or anyone really needs a mentor. They really need a mentor, whether they look at someone from afar, or whether it's a paid type relationship, a consultant type relationship. But most college students really may not be able to afford that. But what I do is I make that affordable for them. And I think they need it because we're in an age where it's an information age, and a lot more of the students or I guess you could say that Gen X, I think it's Gen X generation, they're more into texting, short messages. So communications is something they really need to hone in on. And the students that I worked with really became interested in learning about how they could better present themselves in industry. So I think it is something that is necessary.
Oh, okay. And that's so true. With the economy and people being laid off and having to kind of refocus, sometimes they have to start new careers that they've never done before. So it sounds like the communication piece is very important.
Yes, and it's all about communicating who you are. It's your marketing piece. And that's really what I help people do, is the marketing side of it. They don't know how to market themselves. And for instance, I was talking with a lady who wanted to make a career change, and she really wanted to focus in on business. And I gave her some questions and a questionnaire to complete, and she was kind of baffled a little bit, a little stumbling. And as I walked her through it, we found out what her passions really were, and that she really had a lot that she was not showing on paper and in person that she could do to market herself for a better position. So I really felt good when we got through with that session. Yeah.
Wow, that's very exciting that you're able to kind of help people, because a lot of people aren't sure what they want to do and how to go about doing whatever their passion is. So that's a great tool.
And it's not related to age either. Some people think, well, it's a young person, they don't know what they want to do. You can be a mature person, over 40, I'll say it like that, who still doesn't know what they want to do, or they see that, okay, I'm not enjoying what I'm doing now. I think it's time for a change. So
that's so true. That is so true. So tell me some of the things that you're doing now. I know you're no longer working in the engineering field. So what is Marsha doing these days? Okay,
that's a good question. I ask myself that sometimes too. Well, really, I'll say in a simple way, is I'm focusing on me, my own professional development, and I'm focusing in on challenging myself and taking some risk, because my overall vision is entrepreneurship. My vision is also philanthropy. And to do that, I have to push myself out of my comfort zone more often. Now, that's what I'm doing to develop myself. Now, what I'm doing as far as profession-wise, I'm still considering, in industry. I've been laid off since September last year. So I'm still looking there, but I'm taking this time to build up a business. And like I said, I'm working with people one-on-one with their resumes and with their presentation skills on the interview and in the workplace. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, it sounds like this is your time to kind of refocus your attention on different things. So that's a great thing. We all have to do that sometimes. Exactly. And in closing, out of all the things that you've done over the years, is there one thing that stands out that fulfills you the most, or is there more than one thing?
Well, I guess you could say there's two things. One is, I guess my passion is really seeing people, helping people realize their potential, because some people don't really know their potential. And once we do that, then I want to encourage them to fulfill whatever the vision or dream that they have. That's really makes me feel good. That I love doing that. And the other one, I guess, is just giving. It's giving of your time, giving of your talent, giving of your treasure or your money. And I find myself now gravitating toward networking events where there's a charity that's involved or a charitable cause. For instance, last night I attended a mixer, and I'm not really big on mixers, but I wanted to go because this group really focuses in on charities. And every time you come to a mixer, you're required to bring something for that charity, not money. It's actually anything that they could use in that arena. Maybe it could be for Habitat for Humanity. It could be materials they may need just to do the job, maybe some masks, duct tape, things like that they use in building. And last night it was for a women's shelter for battered women. And you were asked to bring things like toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoo, just anything.
Essential items that we use every day.
Every day. And so that just, it's things like that. It's very simple things. It's not anything complicated. So giving is something that really inspires me and fulfills me. And helping people see their potential and realizing it, that also inspires me.
Is there any specific organization that you feel more gravitated to than others? Is there one that kind of, I really have a passion for this one, I really like this one? Is there any organization that you're in or, you know, that you have an interaction with that you feel that way about?
Yes, I do. It's a new one. I think they've been in existence for maybe a little over a year. It's called the Texas Young Professionals Network. And I barely made it in because I won't tell you my age, but it does go from 20 to mid 40. And I like that group. In fact, that was the group I was talking about, where the focus is around giving back. It's all around giving to charities in need. And of course, networking as well. So I really, really like that. And I like to see more people join.
Wow. Wow. You'll definitely have to let me know about that.
Yes,
that
I
sounds
will.
like a very interesting organization. And it kind of sounds like what we're doing with the Leadership Institute, the same type of networking and getting to know what's going on in your communities. So it sounds like you're on a track that it's all about you, getting to know you.
I hope so.
The first time I met you, it was just a pleasure meeting you. Like I said, your energy was very positive, and I'm glad we kept in touch over time. So I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to meet with me and have this conversation. And I wish you all the luck in the future with all whatever your path you go down. I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.